Man, that makes me want to go watch some drag racing.
right? Like
I'm telling you.
it's it's cold here and there's snow and I don't get to do any of that fun stuff right
Oh
now.
man, I've been watching the NC Pro Modder live stream of testing at Bradenton all week. That's taken a ton of my time in the background. You know, had it on the TV for a little bit and then turned it on. Man, anyways, we're going to talk about some racers that are down there here shortly.
Yes,
Here on
sir.
the episode 132 of the Drag Driver Pete Show, presented by Summer Racing. Dude, a lot of stuff tonight. It's just me and you, no guest. We're going to talk about PRI. We're going to talk about Nick Taylor and Pro Mods. Kind of cool there. Drag and Drive Racer and a Pro Mod. We're going to talk about some little gangsters down in Bradenton. And PRI. We're going to talk a lot about PRI, lots and lots. So, guys, get in, get buckled up, get you a cold drink, and let's have some fun here.
Yes, sir. Let's hit that intro and get started.
Man, I really do love the logo you have with the cartoon heads. I think that's awesome.
I was
And
just gonna say that myself. That's one of my favorite things that I've done.
yeah, and I'll tell you that logo is going to be on some decals that some folks are going to want to get, or stickers. These are stickers, I guess. They're not really decals. They're stickers for the shop fridge and the toolbox and all that kind of stuff when you come into the Drag and Drive Awards show, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit as well. Guys, if you don't know, my name is Mike Narks. I'm the host of the show that you're watching here and the news that happens on Saturday. Drag Driver Pete is Drag and Drive committed. I mean, we should probably be committed to other facilities as well, as much as we talk and think about Drag and Drive. And my right hand man here, Mr. Eric White. What you got going on, dude?
I am Eric White, co-host of the show and news, everything Drag Driver Pete related, including those new stickers that you just talked about. Just got those done, circuit related, artwork for other events, but right now it's full force for PRI, making sure that we are ready for that. But I did get some more sick summer photos uploaded earlier today, some good ones. The last couple albums I posted had some really shots that I'm like, man, I forgot how much I like these. There's some good stuff in there.
Yep, that's exactly right. Hey, Dustin Carlington in here saying this guy got a room and parking, making PRI a 2-day trip. Man, congratulations! If you guys haven't done it yet, you can still get tickets to the PRI show. We are hosting the Drag and Drive Awards presented by Summit Racing on Thursday at 11 a.m. Make sure you're there. It's going to be awesome. If you can't be there, we will be live. We'll be talking a little bit about that here in just a little bit as well. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but our race car friends, you guys kind of make this whole thing go round and round. We got a 10x20 booth at PRI this year, simply for the fact that the last 2 years we have absolutely wrecked the hallway right there in front of us. But what's really cool, in my opinion, is next door is AFCO Racing with the Boostmaster wagon. I think we're going to have a ton of crossover as we move through people in the AFCO booth looking at the Boostmaster, people coming over to us and all of that. And again, remember, the first 100 people every day are going to get a special one-off decal that's never offered again right here at PRI 2025. This is going to be pretty cool, man. I'm kind of excited. Hang on, I'll make you big real quick there. Show it again one more time. Boo, yeah, I've got 300 of those in a bag just waiting to get loaded up for PRI, which actually my packing stuff starts tomorrow. So kind of excited about that. So for our race car friends, please come by. Please, please, please. I can't ask you enough. Please come by the booth. We're going to talk about where we're at and all that kind of stuff here in a minute. Thank you to our sponsors. This year has truly been crazy. When we look back, Eric and I have been friends for almost 10 years, small YouTubers for a long time, that whole time. It's crazy to look back and think now, like, look at this list of people that are supporting us, company wise, and then also race car friends wise. So if you guys are shopping, please hit these guys up. Summit Racing, Deech Works with the code DDR10, 10% off all your orders there. Molly Motorsports, who I talked to today. Great conversation there. Can't wait to roll out what they've got planned for 26. Going to be kind of crazy. Driven Racing Oil, again, DDR10 over there as well on any oil or clean spray wax cleaners, merch, all that kind of cool stuff. Howard's Cams, talk to our boy Luke B. They're going to be there. We're going to talk about what's in their booth. Will be the first time we talk about it on this deal. J-Wire Solutions, who's going to come hang out. Talk to Jay today. Can't wait to hang out with those guys. AFCO Racing Products, again, right next door to us at PRI. Performer Built Transmissions, Ryan, I wish you were coming to PRI, bro. Man, I can't wait to hang out with that guy outside of talking here on the live stream. Car Change 3D, Corey Nicholson's coming down to PRI as well. He's going to hang out with us in the booth. Power Tube TV, talked to Ray today. I'm telling you, I spent 4 hours on the phone today. Not 4 hours on the phone today. Power Tube TV has a huge deal, huge booth there in the yellow hallway right down at the end from us. Plus, something really exciting that if it happens, it will happen at PRI, and we'll be able to announce it with PowerTube. This could be a big, big deal for us moving forward. Help us introduce Drag and Drive to a whole new community out there. WAF Racing, who's sharing the booth with us. A big shout out to Chris Wozniak, who's going to be there hanging out with us. Tons of carburetor, 3D printed products, all that kind of stuff. Sweet Patina, best hand cleaning wipes on the market, bar none, hands down, best out there. Racing Junk Classifieds, of course, our boy Tyler West over there taking care of us, but also they created an entire segment for Drag and Drive cars. So if you're looking for a complete car, guys, that's the spot to go. Go to Drag Cars, go to Drag and Drive cars. There's typically around 40 cars in there that are listed for sale. So excited to see all of those. I mean, think of all the people that I think 90% of our sponsors are going to be at PRI with a booth.
Oh, yeah.
Around. So it's going to be kind of awesome. Summit, of course, 2 rows over from us, guys. Like, we've worked. This is our 3rd year to have a booth. It's our 3rd time to try and get closer and closer to Summit. We're literally a row and a half away from them. So it's going to be kind of awesome to hang out with them. And we're going to talk about what they're going to have in the booth here in just a minute. But did you know Summit Racing Speed Legacy began in 1968? One-man startup. Now the World Speed Shop, 4 facilities, 200 plus catalog editions. They feel your passion, save you money, deliver fast, and offer top-notch customer service for more than 1,500 brands and more than 2 million SKUs. Let that wrap your brain in a knot there. I can't understand that. It's too many. Download the Summit Racing mobile app or use our affiliate link to get in there and do some shopping. You can find them on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you get your social media stuff. And because you guys are going to be driving to PRI or flying to PRI, hit that On All Cylinders podcast. Make sure you're following it. Hear all the cool stories I got over there. From humble origins to the social media lane, Summit Racing stands by. You'll need full speed. Let me drop in the link here for the Summit affiliate program. If I have it pulled up, I don't have it pulled up. We'll worry about that later.
I haven't talked about the Crocs lately either.
Oh, hang on. Let me put you up big here.
I took a break from showing these, but again, it's almost Christmas time. These things are, you got 2-wheel drive, you got 4-wheel drive. I mean, you can get people at the Walmart or the grocery store. I might even bring them to PRI, to be honest.
I was going to say, what should we do for folks that walk up with those at PRI?
Like, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that.
I don't know. We're going to do something. If you are wearing the Summit Crocs when you come to PRI to our booth, we're going to do something. Going to do something great. It's going to be fun. I don't know. It's going to be a decal, something goofy, something fun. But in the Summit booth, dude, they're going to have all the new blocks, all the like Summit Pro blocks, the LS and small block Chevrolet, which they've talked about, but they're also going to have the small block Ford and the big block Chevrolet blocks there. So you can put your hands on them, you can touch them. You could knock on them to see how thick they are. I really don't know what they're going to do with them, but that's going to be in the booth there. Plus a ton of their, like, I mean, I'm sure they'll have cams and they'll have all that kind of stuff that they had last year, but it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What's Danny Fatka saying?
He said, only people I see, I think, are supposed to be wearing Crocs at Walmart, shouldn't be wearing yoga pants. Do you wear yoga pants? Dude, one time.
I love yoga pants, man. Love them.
Yeah. And yeah, Dustin, Summit Crocs.
Yeah,
They've
definitely get
got
on there, put it in.
they got turbos, pistons, spark plugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet.
John Doherty, do not threaten me with a good time, sir. I've seen him without pants. It's majestic. Again, talked about the affiliate program. We have the link on, it's pinned at the top of our Facebook page. It's every link on the dragdriverpete.com site. Again, it just takes you right to Summit Racing, but it also shows them, hey, these guys are working over here for you. And if you buy something, we get a certain, if it qualifies, we get a certain percentage of that, anywhere from 1% to 5%. So we're not getting rich on that, but we are, that definitely helps pay for fuel to Indy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. How long of a drive is it for you guys again?
It's 9 hours, and what's really cool, John Doherty is riding with us, and Uncle Stoney's going to be with us. So it's going to be 4 deep in Steven's truck. We're throwing the tote in the bed, and we're just going to cruise, man. I think it's going to be really fun. I haven't been on a road trip with those guys in a long time.
What you bringing? Doesn't he have like a Tahoe or a Suburban or?
No, sold the Suburban. He now has a 4-door Dodge Ram.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're bringing it. So no big deal, except that it's 2-wheel drive and it's supposed to snow. So it's been a minute, but if anybody's going to be driving in that, Steven is a pro driver, so it'll work out. The reason I'm showing this photo is because they still have Drag Driver Pete Summit branded merch over there. They have shirts, they have hoodies, they have hats, they have big brim hats, and then soon enough they're going to be working on. I'm going to go ahead and say it. They're going to be working on regular hats like what we're wearing right here. That are Drag Driver Pete as well, which I can't wait for. I'm so thankful for them to put up with us and all of our design asks. So it's going to be kind of neat to see all of that stuff come out. And then of course you can pick those up at all the warehouse facilities, plus just online and all that. And at events, they bring all that stuff to the events too. So, and of course you can't get a better model than Mr. Nico Christoferi.
Right.
Yeah.
Dustin saying about 8.5 hours for them coming in hot straight to the convention center Thursday morning.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. We're driving overnight. We'll be getting there about 8 a.m., 7 a.m. on Wednesday, get us a couple hour nap, and then jump in there and put the booth up. And then Eric will get there noon or 1, something like that, like last year.
Yes, sir.
All right, man, let's talk about some Drag Drive Repeat updates, because this is a good one right here. 1 week to PRI.
Yeah, 1 week today. We will be there walking around, probably live streaming right now.
Yeah. We'll probably be in a hallway somewhere looking at cool cars, live streaming the show next week. That's kind of why this show is weird. It's like the pre-show to PRI, So again, guys, booth 4611, you have to come by here. Add it to your show planner. Just download the app, PRI Show 2025 or something like that. Get ready. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have fun. 10 by 20 booth. Again, WAF Racing in there with us. So he's going to set up a table, have his stuff going. I've got 2 bar height tables that I've got covers coming for that we're going to stand behind and do interviews for folks, or stand around and talk or whatever. And of course, we're going to have some of the trophies and awards and all that stuff. Speaking of that,
I saw that message.
Yeah. Travis Wise saying the belt is being worked on right now. The championship Dragon Drive dude, what the hell? Dragon Drive World Championship belt being worked on right now. So big shout out to Travis. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it a whole bunch. He's pretty awesome, if you guys didn't know. But I wanted to run through the names of the folks who are going to be working in the booth. 1, to let everybody know who to ask for, but then 2, to really give these guys a shout out and say thank you so much for committing your time to us here at the Drag Drive Repeat brand. So we're going to have Robert Voss, who was making a comment a while ago. We're going to have Stephen Narks, who's my brother. Obviously, he's going to be up there hanging out. Jason Hurley, you know him, the 6-second, 200-mile-an-hour guy from Rocky Mountain Race Week. Mr. Jonathan Stonecipher, Uncle Stoney is what we call him in the circle there. Travis Wise, who did all of our trophies and the belt and stuff like that, but also a huge friend of the brand here. Nico Christoferi, who you guys saw a while ago on the you'll get to see his front side, not the back side we showed a while ago. Chris Wozniak's going to be pulling double duty, working WAF Racing and our stuff, of course. I'm sure he's going to answer things. Richard Brewer, the Dirty Panda, is going to be up there hanging out. And, of course, John Doherty, who's in the comments down there, runs Gearhead Perspective Podcast. He's going to be over there helping talk about some Dragon Drive stuff as well. And then, of course, you and me.
Yes, sir. And looks like Dean and Stephanie are going to be there Friday and Saturday,
Yeah.
picking up a new cam combo from Luke B.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm pumped about this. Get to hang out with them for a little bit, and they're going to come over to the booth. And if they're not going to come over to the booth, we're going to go over to them and find out wherever they're at. So it's going to be kind of cool, man. And for those guys, I hope that means that the car they won't have to lean on it hard to get to those 850 times. So
Right.
that's the whole goal for all that. Bunch of folks in here, and again, of course, Dragon Drive Awards, guys. Room 235. Thursday at 11 a.m. I can't express this enough. Put it on your calendar, put a reminder on your phone, do a calendar, something update, because what's going to happen is you're going to get there Thursday morning. The show opens at 9. So it's the first day of the show. And the reason I do this because I'm anxious and nervous as hell. So I want to get it out of the way quickly. But then by 11 a.m., you're only getting through the first couple rows of stuff and you're going to forget. So please, 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 10:30, put it in your calendar, put it on your phone, something to head towards room 235. They'll be upstairs on the second floor. It'll be easy to find. We'll do a map here shortly. They didn't have the room numbers assigned when I looked at it last time. So we'll
Yeah, and
have
last
a map.
year,
Yeah.
yeah, last year we did a little live stream video too, showing what
Mhm.
the easiest way to get there was and where to go. So I'm sure we'll do that again as well.
Yep. Yeah. We'll definitely be doing that. There's a lot of stuff that's going to come. It's PRI, baby. It's going to be
Yeah,
awesome. I can't
yeah.
wait.
I
Can't wait.
warned all my coworkers at work. I'm like, if you follow me on social media, you might want to mute me for the next like 10 days because you're gonna
Yeah.
get hammered with stuff.
Yeah. You just thought I posted stuff about cars.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tell my coworkers that too, but you're my only coworker. So you and Brian and Joe, they know I'm an idiot. So um, big shout out, Alex Arquette, Cornerstone Performance Transmission. This is a big deal. This is not his truck. I should have grabbed a picture of his truck. She took some good ones at Rocky Mountain Mega Week. Um, he's signed up to sponsor the tailgate class at, are you ready for this? The Circuit 2026. All
okay.
three street and strip series races. So all the single day deals and the short circuit.
I knew I liked that guy.
Dude, I'm telling you that man, he's one of my favorite guys. He owns Cornerstone Performance Transmissions in Texas. If you guys need some diesel stuff, he's your guy. Like he's got an 8-second street driven Cummins diesel truck. Like it's bad to the bone. Drives it everywhere all the time. He's freaking awesome. What's really cool about it, him and I were talking about rules yesterday. I was like, how do you want to set it up? And he goes, however Rocky Mountain Race Week does theirs, that's how we want to do this one, because it cross over a whole lot, between the two brands because of our location, right? With using Tulsa and them kind of using Tulsa for the 2.0 race. So the rules will follow the Rocky Mountain Race Week rule set for tailgate. And this year this year they and us, I guess, will be doing a quickest average award and the most consistent. So we'll be doing both of those at all 5 races there. Um, that will be held kind of in this part of the country. So, of
Yeah,
course, we have this Heads Up Hustle Showdown, but that's up in Martin. So no tailgate class for that one, but for every other Dragon Drive we have, yes.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Rodney Reeves here. Will the awards be live streamed? Yes, they will be.
Yep. Yeah, we're definitely going to do that. And the coloring this year, I have Brian doing a lot of edits for reels and shorts and things like that, or reels and short form video for the next couple days leading up to that. And I was like, dude, we've got to fix the lighting. He said, this lighting sucks. It's like yellow. So,
Didn't didn't you didn't you have somebody look at the camera and make some tweaks on it
yep.
sometime this year? So
Yep.
hopefully it'll be
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, the lights are definitely yellowish in the room, but we can definitely make it better than what it was. Looking back on those, it's pretty dang 1970s.
Yeah. And I tell you what, looking at the photos I took last year, they still have the same like tint to it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. We'll be messing around with that as well. Alex Arquette in here saying so happy to be a part of this, dude. We are too, man. We're appreciative of what you're doing for us here at the brand. And the cool thing is, obviously, the circuit, short circuit, the 3 street and strip series are all going to raise money for the youth services of Tulsa. The 4 will. I don't know where we're hosting the short circuit yet. I'm working on that date and time or track. But those 4 races will certainly be the youth services of Tulsa, and that just helps. You know what I mean? Because it'll draw more racers in. You start talking about trophies and all that kind of stuff. People get all excited. So, anyways, thank you to Alex and Cornerstone Performance Transmission for his work on that. I'm gonna let you talk about the circuit stuff while I let my voice rest because I've done nothing but talk. I think the first 20 minutes of this. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Well, in here again, just reiterating what you mentioned about Alex and signing up for the tailgate sponsor. We talked about the rules, but Alex is also coming to win it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be pretty awesome to see him there competing. And another one here, Mr. Travis Wise is sponsoring the top 4 tailgate shootout with a $500 award to the winner. So obviously he's in here telling us that he's making our belts for PRI, which is pretty awesome. And he's also sponsoring that as well. So appreciate him too. This is going to be run during the passes on Sunday. The passes during this will be eligible to submit as long as they are tech legal.
Yeah, we see that sometimes people get a little they're next to somebody that's maybe a smidge faster and they turn it up just a little bit. So you need to make sure you're legal for that stuff as well. So this is it's really exciting, man. Thanks again to Alex for doing that, and lots of other updates coming in the next few days. This is going to be really cool. What Skylar's saying, it's the Eric White. We trust to have top-notch photos, no matter of any bad lighting. Yes, that's exactly right. Yeah. We've learned a lot. Think about what we've learned about stuff in the last year.
Oh yeah, I was like these photos this year, they won't have a yellow tint. Like I learned a bunch about photos this year, as many as we took.
Yeah, you definitely took a lot. How many photos have you posted from Six Summer?
It was 1,232, and then I think we're at about another 100 so far for day 3. So we're probably about 1,350.
That's awesome, man. That is so awesome. Well, I see Buckeye Skip said see you there next Saturday, and then our boy Richard Brewer in here, Dirty Panda, going to be up there hanging out with us in the booth as well. So it'll be kind of fun. All right, man. Let's talk about some Driven Racing Oil event updates.
All right. Driven Racing Oil is the performance engine oil that can do it all. GP1 is the ultimate oil for any race or performance application, and it's compatible with engines from classic hot rods to cutting edge race machines. It's crafted from the legendary Bradford, Pennsylvania base oil, enhanced with state of the art additive packages. GP1 offers the best in protection and performance. Again, DDR10, 10% discount on drivenracingoil.com. So anything on their website, oil, any of their other products, and then follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Driven Racing Oil. Find out what events they're going to be at near you, and they are going to be in a booth at PRI as well. So we'll get to hang out with those guys too.
Oh yeah. We're going to talk about what booth number and stuff they are in here momentarily.
Yep. All right. So event updates. Yeah, you got that too. New Sick the Mag.
Wrong button.
Where are you going?
What are you doing? I hadn't even opened it.
Okay, hold on. When you go to the mailbox, do you go Adam Sandler and go Nudie Magazine Day, Nudie Magazine Day?
Why wouldn't you?
That's what I think
of a certain age.
Every time I go to my mailbox, when I know the magazine's there, it's the same thing. But yes, it hit the mailbox yesterday. I've got mine. You've got yours, and this is an
I literally just I got it today. I was like, I hadn't even opened it.
Yeah. So literally live unboxing. So if you
it's so thick it won't come out.
Never heard that before.
Not me either.
If you guys are watching and would like to get Sick the Magazine, we have the affiliate with Sick the Mag. It is sickthemag.com/DDR. So again, it's just another way for you guys to support us. I'm going to drop that link in the comment here as well. So if you guys want to get that magazine as well, there's some good stuff in there.
Dude.
I just kind of thumbed through it real quick as well. Didn't have a chance to get too deep in it, but man, there's the cover photos on it are always amazing. Obviously, you get halfway through the magazine, flip it over, you've got 2 issues there. Yeah, sick at the salt. Like,
yeah.
Who's on the other cover? You got Finnegan on the one side, and what was the other side?
I I don't know whose that is. That's a Michigan Miles car.
Mm,
So I don't know who that is yet. I can look it up though, but they're a drag weeker 2024 as well.
yeah. So pretty awesome.
Man, yeah. What a dude. Good stuff in that one. Yeah, that's a good shot of 8 right there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'll quit looking at that. You guys can get your own. Yeah. Sickthemag.com slash DDR. All right. Pumped about that one, dude. Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
get
You
to
know what else? You know what else? You don't
what.
even have in here event updates. Sick Cart Chaos coming up too. Like we should find out who the teams are in. When was it? The 8th?
Oh, the 80 people are eligible to race, and then the team captains will pick their racers from that 80. So going to be kind of interesting. Remember how I talked about how I was doing like push-ups and doing all that stuff, getting ready? That stopped like 2 days after that, and I haven't done anything since. I thought about it just 2 hours ago. I was like, this is gonna be brutal. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to get on the treadmill or something, dude. Like we have a week, bro.
Yeah. There ain't no time now.
No,
We should have been doing that months ago.
I'm gonna be in trouble. Lots of trouble. Yeah. So Sick Cart Chaos. There's probably still time to submit your stuff, I would guess. Go to sickthemagazine.com or sickthemag.com, find the Cart Chaos forum, all that kind of stuff. You can go over there and look at that. Or
Listen,
just use our sickthemag.com/DDR code and go in there and find it.
yeah, look, we got to hold down that last place trophy.
Dude, if,
If
if
you
we're not
can't be
last
first,
place,
if you can't be first, you might as well be last.
and have the most fun, which is what I did last time. Tommy Dupree is right. I am going to hurt because last time, dude, it wiped me smooth out. It was hard to drink beers after I did that. I still got
Yeah,
through them, but it was hard.
yeah, yeah. That's the best part. Once you get in that final race and you do your, what is it, like 15 minutes of nonstop racing,
Oh,
like you want to get in there first so you can get your 15 laps done, so then you can go drink.
yeah, that's exactly right. Yep, that's a good point. I hope they've changed the track up a little bit, or maybe we'll go opposite direction or something like that. The
Oh boy,
By the end, I was getting a pretty good idea of what to do, but man,
it's
because you
that
can,
one corner.
yeah. Oh,
That
bro, that
one is
corner,
kills you.
whew, man, brutal. Yeah, Richard Brewer in here, dude. Just turn it up, man. I'm sure you can get it done. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Let's talk about some event stuff, though, man. Miles of Mayhem drop their dates, July 26th through the 31st. And did you see they're going to be racing 6 days at this one
I
instead
did
of the
not see
normal
that.
5? So I'm pretty excited to see this. I've had several people. Rodney Harder was in here, I think, earlier making comments. He's talking about how excited he is about 6 days worth of racing here. This is going to be really, really cool and a big deal for Miles of Mayhem, man. Those guys, I think this is their fifth year to do this. Just can't wish them enough of the best. They were on my list for 2026 and still are. I'm trying to figure out how I can make it make sense and get all the way up there. But July 26th through 31st of 2026, Miles of Mayhem could be at Red Torque Raceway in what's that say, Nisku, Alberta? I don't know. Red Torque Raceway. You guys that live up there know where it is. Us folks that don't, just look up Miles of Mayhem.
Yeah.
All right. And then yeah, tell us where Driven's going to be.
All right. Driven is going to be in the Green Hall, booth 1565. Well, which one is it? 1525. Your note's wrong here. Uh,
Oh,
1525.
1525. I bet. Yeah. Thank you for making that update.
So booth 1525, go by, see them. They had a huge booth last year. I'd assume that they'd have a pretty good booth again this year. But yeah, go by, check them out. Talk about oil. If you don't run driven if you don't run driven racing oil, stop by there, talk to them, find out why. You know, it is the best racing oil to use, and I'm sure they'll give you an opportunity to try it out. And
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe there's a lot of racers in the community that use it, so I guarantee you it will be useful.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, let's talk about one more thing. And I hope Tommy Dupree's still in here and he's not going to kill me for saying anything. But there is a new event that's coming for 2026. We can't release any details. I'm not even going to talk about the time that it is, but it will all be released Thursday morning, 9:30 a.m. at PRI. So that's all I'm going to say. 9:30 a.m. Thursday morning, PRI. It's not during the Mike Galemi. It is during the Mike Galemi conversation that he's going to be live with us at our booth, but it is not to do with Mike Galemi. So just a heads up that, so we may move Mike Galemi back a few minutes and run over and get this one, because the booth that they're going to be doing that isn't far from us. That tells anybody anything, which I don't think it does. Um, Pretty neat deal. I'll tell you after this, but it's pretty exciting. It's several days, some really big, nice tracks, and some really good opportunities to go very fast. Anyways, I'm not going to get into it because I'll say something I shouldn't. So, anyways, pumped
So
about this. It's gonna be really cool.
So Thursday at 9:30, just before our award show.
Yeah, yes, it'll be perfect timing for all the folks that are paying attention. It should help elevate some drag and drive news and stuff around PRI, and then of course, we can feed that right into the Drag and Drive Awards.
Absolutely. So that leaves us with 33 events so far. It is December 3rd. There's 33 events on the 2026 calendar right now. So dragdriverepeat.com/event list 2026. That is where you can go and find out all 33 of those that we have on the list so far. And we'll obviously be adding to that as we get new events or dates for other events released.
Yeah, I'm pumped about what they've got going on, and just like Rovic says here, driven racing oil rules. All right, some J-Wire Solution stuff. Another dude I talked to today or yesterday. Man, we've been all over the place talking to these guys, seeing what's going on for next year. J-Wire Solutions, expert car and marine wiring solutions you can trust. J-Wire Solutions can wire and plumb your hot rod, your race car, or your drag and drive car, or your snowblower, or whatever you have. They can do it, I promise. Plus, they offer products to make your driving experience better. We talk about the blinker module quite a bit, just because, dude, the old truck doesn't blink when you turn it on and you hit the brakes. So I got to get me one of these blinker modules. When they came out, I said I was going to, and I didn't. But if I'm going to drive that thing across the country, I'm going to have to get one of those and get it in there. So go on jwiresolutions.com, find all the stuff you need. They got the heater bypass valve that's going to be in Eric's race car or in Eric's drag and drive car. And then they've got a ton of other stuff, the Holly high ram intake cover work tray deal. They've got just a ton of really, really cool stuff. But in this segment today, I want to talk about drag and drive cars at PRI.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a bunch.
Dude, and cool stuff like Scott Glassbrook's car here is going to be in the PMAS booth. I don't know what that is. Looks like they make intakes and like filters and stuff. It's over there in the Green Hall booth 3227. And guys, this is a big deal. I want you to go by there. I want you to thank them for bringing Scott's car in. This is the quickest four-cylinder drag and drive car out there. So 4G63 powered, rear-wheel drive converted, power glide. This car's bad to the bone. Runs low eights and probably some high sevens very soon. So pretty cool, man. I love seeing this, that he's going to be there with it. It's going to be awesome to hang out with him.
Yep. So that'll obviously be a booth on our list to go check out, grab photos of that. Also, Devin Vanderhoof is going to have the new car there, which is going to be awesome. That is going to be at the Holly booth in the Green Hall, booth number 1229.
And what's cool about this, dude, I'm so ready to I'm going to rub my hands all over it. He's going to hate me. Last year they had the convertible there. And then, all the stuff that went on with that, cutting the roof or cutting the convertible part out, putting a roof on it, selling it, tearing everything apart, building a brand new car. It's been a crazy year, man. If you think like he had the other white convertible, now he's going to have this car here. It's going to be nuts. Nuts. You guys got to go find him on YouTube. He's been putting out a ton of great content around this car. And then the Boostmaster next door to us, bro. AFCO Racing booth 4601. I'm pumped to be this close to this car during PRI, because I think it's just going to draw so many people in, especially being now on radials. I think people are going to be crawling all over that thing, which is good for us because we're literally going to be an arm length away from that car to talk about drag and drive.
Yeah, we'll probably have to, if he's around the car, we'll have to nudge him over to the booth and get him on camera too.
He's already said yes. And
Even
Ben got,
better.
yeah, bro. I'm like, dude, we need you to go. He's like, man, I don't know what my schedule looks like, but I'm definitely gonna make my way over. So
Sweet.
yeah.
All right. Next, we've got Nick Reinhardt's Nova, another beautiful car. You know how we
Mm,
like our Novas around here. That's going to be awesome. That is going to be in the Howard's Cams booth. And I believe this is their first time having a car in the
yep.
booth, isn't it?
Yep.
So that's going to be pretty awesome. That is booth 3221. So go by, check out Nick's Nova. Say hi to Luke B. Talk Cams.
Mm-hmm. See if you can be how as fast as Nick Reinhardt there in that car.
Mm,
Uh,
yes.
Up next is going to be the Rotson.
Oof.
Here in this photo is Mike Finnegan and Jimmy Dale. I'm sure Jimmy Dale will be at PRI, but the Rotson and Mike Finnegan and David Freiberger are going to be in the Wire Care booth. What's that number over there? Booth 142 in the Yellow Hall. They're going to rewire the Rotson during PRI.
Yes.
So our plan is we've already been texting back and forth with Mike. We're going to go over. We're going to get daily updates. That's kind of the goal is daily updates from those guys. Where you at? What'd you get done yesterday? And all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about this car.
I think maybe we ought to do, I guess maybe we should do like a in the morning kind of recap of the day before, and then
Yeah,
kind of maybe at the end of the day what they finished
yeah,
for that day.
yeah.
It'd be kind of cool.
I'm in, dude. 5 o'clock beers come out, right? We can just take some beers over with us.
I do like that idea too, and I'll definitely have to grab some photos. Try
Oh
to
yeah.
get some progress photos each day and kind of drop some of them would be cool too.
Yep, that's exactly right. Dustin Carlington said the Rotson never failed to fail at Southeast Street Meet.
Yep. This one's pretty cool. Keith and Tanya Turk's Land Speed Camaro. Obviously, not a drag and drive car, but drag and drive people, no doubt. The Land
Mhm.
Speed Camaro is going to be in the Vortec Supercharger booth number 1135. So I haven't seen that in person, so I'm going to go over and check that out as well. That'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Another car I'm gonna put my hands all over.
Yes.
I went and stand and talk to Keith for 42 minutes and just hang out with him. And then the other car here, of course, you guys recognize this is a Willys. It's a 41 Willys tribute car built by Dennis Taylor. This car is a tribute to I don't know, one of the famous like 3-word name things. But he's renamed it to Pebble, pulp, and something else. I don't know. I had it all in the notes and it took them out. But anyways, this will be in the Iski Cams booth over at booth 3913. You can see Alex Taylor there. You can hang out with Dennis. Surely Nick Taylor will be there for a little bit. This will be after his pro mod debut and all that stuff. So yeah, Stone Woods and Cook car, but it's Chef. That's right. It's Pebbles, Pulp, and Chef car. So yeah, so this is kind of a tribute to that, and a super cool car, a car that he's owned for a very long time. So he's putting it back he has to put it back together to bring it up to PRI, and I think he's going to take it out and do some stuff with it next year.
Dude, check out all of our race car friends in here getting that
Yeah,
getting that in there for you. That's
yeah, they're like, hey, dumbass, Stone Woods and Cook, one of the 3 names,
yeah.
not like FBI, not 3 letters, 3 names.
And this one definitely had me laughing here. What's the booth number for the Waffle House?
Well, I'm telling you, I think I'll have to look at my phone here later, but there is a Waffle House right around the corner. We will be going to that at some point during the weekend. I promise. And when we do, we will set up a thing. We'll find out what number it is, where it's at, and then we'll all meet there at 3 a.m. on Friday.
I don't think have we gone any years during the show?
So Stephen and I typically, and whoever we're with, will go when we get to town. So, we've been on the road all night. Tuesday night, we'll hit Waffle House, get full, then go to the parking garage for a 3-hour nap, basically, before the
Yeah.
show, before we load up to the show. So, yeah, hey, I'm telling you, I ain't teasing you nothing. We're gonna get it on your mind. There's no way we're gonna not get a Waffle House sponsorship this year if we don't eat there.
No kidding.
If you spend $2,000 at Waffle House, surely they'll give you $2,000 in sponsorship, right?
Yeah. And whoever goes, listen, everybody bring your race car friend shirt and we will all wear those shirts.
Yes. How cool would that be to see it all sit at the booth, the countertop there, all in Drag Driver Pete merch? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. JWire Solutions, dude. Let me pull this down because this is a me and you conversation right here. I don't have any graphics for it. Drag and Drive 2025 by the numbers. Y'all ready for this? And we're going to go over this again in the award show, but I could not pass this up. 53 events scheduled for 2025. That's up from 37 in 2024, and that was up from 27 in 2023. It's crazy.
That is
Crazy.
wild.
Yep. Countries hosted: US, Canada, Sweden, Australia, the UK, all that kind of stuff. The car count, we're waiting. I need like 3 events to come back, but for a final number because they didn't post them publicly, right? Regional stuff. 4,500 cars or more, probably a few more in 2024, and that was up from 2,800 in 2023. I'm assuming that we're probably somewhere in the 5,000 or 5,100, something like that. Uh, we visited 110 tracks in 2025.
From 97 in 2024.
Yeah. It's wild to me. I mean, that's why I truly feel like Drag and Drive is changing the dynamic of drag racing and street cars and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So, and then you've got it broken down here by, so that was Drag and Drive by the numbers, right? Everything.
Mhm.
National events by the numbers here. 2,532 racers did one event this year.
Yeah. So that's a pretty big number when you think about that. That's the racers that only did one. That's the way I should have worded that. I guess they only did one. 210 racers did 2 events.
Which is still pretty wild.
Yeah, because these are 4 days or more of racing. National events, 4 day or more of racing. So that's 210. Well, it's really 2,740 people that have done at least a week off of work.
Yeah. And 3 events, 41 racers did 3 national events this year.
It's crazy, bro.
That is wild.
It's crazy. And 12 racers did 4 events. 4. Dude, that's a month off of work to do Drag and Drive.
Right. And a lot off the pocketbook.
Shh, we don't talk about that. That's not a conversation over here.
Congratulations to all 12 of those people. That is truly impressive. To attend 4 national level events is pretty awesome.
Well, and congratulations to 3,100 and so many racers, because that's how many did, or 2,900 racers, I guess, 2,800 racers. I can't remember the unique racers. These are unique racers doing these events. These are not, the people that did 2 didn't get counted twice, I guess is what I'm saying. So 2,800 people, Drag and Drive national level events. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Shh. Don't talk about wallets in here.
Yeah,
so, had to go over those. Yeah, we've got a lot more details around that for the Drag and Drive Awards.
Yeah, either way, pretty awesome. Definitely can see the growth year after year. It's not slowing down.
No, not at all. And dude, we've talked about it for 18 months. Like, we're not even getting started. Like, everybody feels like, oh, it's saturated. It's saturated because the same 3,500 people are talking about it. But I feel like that's where our Street and Strip series can help, because we're going to introduce Drag and Drive to a ton of new people this year. There's a lot of people working on events behind the scenes that we've talked with that we're helping. Rovik here saying, heck yeah, part of the 4 Club. Man, it's a big deal. 12 people in the entire world can say they did 4 national level Drag and Drive events. I can't wait to get all of the names accumulated from the regional events, because there were more regional events than national events. That's been one of the hardest things, because, man, me and you are going to develop a way for people to do this, and easily. It's crazy.
Yeah, Rovik here. Can't take the money with you. Might as well have tacos and burnouts.
That's exactly right. I just wish Waffle House had tacos. We could some taco time with Rovik. So pretty cool, man. Again, this year's been crazy. It's an absolute wonder that anybody has any retirement left. I mean, dude, how much vacation time are you ending the year with?
None. I used
None.
it all. Like
Right.
I used all that and all my sick time. So
yeah, that's exactly right.
Which is 7 weeks and 2 days.
Yeah. Think about that, man. Like, that's what Drag and Drive does to people. It makes them take that vacation time.
I really should go back and see how many of those, or maybe I shouldn't. I don't know how many of those were spent on trips for Drag and Drive.
Shh, we don't talk about that. They were all family fun time when you tell the
Dustin,
wife.
yeah,
Yep.
Dustin here saying I'm also geared up for 3 national next year,
Yep.
possibly 4, plus Buckeye Skips regional, plus Heads Up Hustle Showdown.
Bring it on, dude. I cannot wait. Yeah. Sounds. Hey, I'll tell you right now. I've been talking. I told Dan Nissen, Rovic. I told Dan Nissen, y'all need a podcast that's surrounded around tacos and Dragon Drive. I need this to happen in real life because I would love to hear, even if it is four times a year, that Rovic and Dan Nissen and Jeff Oppenheim are all together, and whoever else is on that chat group with those guys. If y'all get together, I'll bring the microphones and camera. You guys just talk and have fun. I think it would be awesome. What?
Trev,
Travis Wise, you weak
55 hours of vacation left after PRI.
dude. I wouldn't work anymore the rest of the year if I had 55 hours left.
Right.
I don't have vacation time anymore. My boss is a dick. He doesn't let me off work.
You have all the vacation time.
Oh, that's what we call this. It's vacation time. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Molly stuff, man, because this is gonna be a fun one.
Yes. Attention racers and high performance enthusiasts. Are you ready to start your next engine build? If so, there's no better time than right now. Go check out the Molly Motorsports all in one Power Pack piston kits. With over 1,200 applications, these kits come complete with pistons, rings, wrist pins, and clips, all designed to work together. Visit mollymotorsports.com for more details. And for our podcast listeners, Molly is spelled Mahle.
Yeah, I see Robert Voss in there saying he's got 21 days left. Yeah, Jeremy Ortiz here, Mr. Team Hybrid on YouTube. If you guys want to follow a great build, several builds. See you guys next Friday. I can't wait.
Hey, look at
Oh,
all these guys with
and Tom,
vacation time left.
dude, yeah, 72 hours left, 21 days of vacation. Yeah, man, I don't know. But in my old job, in my old life, you could roll up to 3 weeks. And that's what got me because I had like 7 weeks in 2022. And then I was going to go down to 4 weeks in 2023, and I made it till June. I said, "Hey, that ain't gonna work. I got stuff to do, man." All right, well, let's talk about some stuff at PRI again. That's what this whole episode is about. Episode 132 is all about PRI next week. Race car friends, drag and drive friends, all the stuff in the yellow hall. Please go by and see these. Take a screenshot of this screen right here so you can go by these sponsors in the yellow hall. Summit, booth 4101, 4401. Deechworks is booth 5161. Howard's Cams is booth 3221. AFCO, again, right next to us, booth 4601. We are booth 4611, literally next door. PowerTube TV booth 2850. They've got a big booth over there, and then WAF Racing sharing the booth with us. You got to come by and say hi to Chris and those guys over there.
John here saying still trying to figure out what to do with the Molly Power Pack pistons that he won at the circuit.
Yeah, you up compression and put nitrous on it. Duh. That's what you do with those. Yeah.
Y'all are clearly doing this wrong. We budget every hour of our PTO to our drag and drive adventures each year. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Jennifer, she's co pilot to Dean Anderson. We typically call her Stephanie because I messed that up for like 18 months.
So, yes, you did. And each time you're like, every time you're like, I think it's Stephanie. I think I got it right this time.
Nope. Yeah, it's a great time.
Yep. So in the green hall, we've got Molly Motorsports, booth 1601. That's always cool because they always have a ton of pistons out there that you can check out. Driven Racing Oil, booth 1525, and Racing Junk Classifieds, who always has T-shirts every year. You got to go by. You got to put the T-shirt on over whatever you're wearing. Get the T-shirt. That is booth 2143.
That's awesome. Speaking of time off there, did you see what Thousand Dent Demon says? I'm budgeting 48 hours to roll over until 2027 when I retire. Dude, I'm so jealous. That's awesome.
Yeah.
excited for you to retire. One thing I did want to talk about is some other like drag and drive friendly sponsors that are in there. They're not sponsors of ours here at the brand, but definitely want you to please go by there. These are people that support drag and drive as a whole, either sponsoring other brands or sponsoring racers and all that kind of stuff, or they have great product, and we want you to go by there and talk to them. So Edelbrock is in the green hall, booth 725. They'll have a huge spread over there. It'll be like an entire aisle, I think, or something like that. Make sure to
Yep.
say hi to Billy and Jeremy while you're over there.
Yep. Then we've got Mickey Thompson in the yellow booth, booth number 3831. Go by and say hi to Jason.
Yeah, definitely. Jason's going to be so busy. You remember last year when we went up and he was like, dude, I can give y'all like 30 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see him and hang out. Um, the Monoxide booth, Harris, who does our ad read for the Howard's Cams deal, also has a podcast. His list of podcast guests is huge, like guys like Jamie Meyer and some drifters and drag racers and all around guys everywhere. He's in the green hall, but he's kind of way off in the corner because he needs it to be quiet for his. He's going to be running a podcast all day long, all 3 days. Booth 7216. Say hi to Harris for us while you're over there.
Yeah, we'll definitely be going by and at least
Yeah,
waving, making faces while he's trying to do a podcast.
100%. Yeah.
Gear vendors, they are in the yellow hall booth number 3173. Over there, you can say hi to Rick Johnson of Gear Vendor, obviously. Tom Bailey's over there. Luke is going to be over there. So
Mhm.
definitely swing by and check them out as well.
Yeah, and I text Tom today to ask what they had in the booth if they were displaying a car this year. Hadn't heard back from him yet, but that dude's getting as busy as we are, getting ready for PRI, of course, and I'm sure. And then the Hoosier booth, Hoosier Tire, the, tires that are run on Bryant Goldstone's car, Felicia Smith, who you guys know in the four-door Rocket, she's going to actually be there hanging out. So make sure you guys stop by and say hi to her. That's a yellow booth or yellow hall booth number 3543.
And then BTR, Brian Tooley Racing in the Green Hall, booth number 2441. Better call Paul. Make sure you stop by and say hi to Paul over there.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait to hang out with that dude. His beard is so majestic.
It is.
Yeah, and then Red Horse Performance. You guys know Kevin Fitz. He's a good friend of the channel here. We see him a lot to several different events across the year. They do like fuel lines and AN fittings and stuff like that. They're in the yellow hall down from us, 2913 Red Horse Performance.
And then Bang Shift Billy, make sure you go by there. Yellow Hall booth 3210. Say hi to Bill and make sure you congratulate him on getting Bang Shift Billy products on Summit Racing. Huge, huge deal for those guys. So if you're over there, Yellow Hall booth 3210, stop by there. Bang Shift Billy.
Yep, and then Wire Care. Of course, we talked about it a minute ago with the Rotson and Mike Finnegan and Dave Freiberger. Booth 142 in the yellow hall. They'll be on the back wall as you walk in there in the middle.
Yep. XS Power. This is the Yellow Hall booth 3621. This is where Goldstone's Corvette was unveiled last year, right after the Drag and Drive Awards. So make sure you swing by there and say hi to Remy. That's who we had on the show last year.
Yeah, I can't wait to hang out with that dude too. He's so smart, man. It just I would never thought you could be that smart about battery stuff and why it's important. Melon Performance, Heads Up Hustle title sponsor. They're in the green hallway, booth 1515.
Yep. And then Circle D Torque Converters, Green Hall booth 1105. Stop by there and say hi to Dan Palmieri.
Yeah, the stick shift driver that works at a torque converter company. Same
Right.
difference. And then Strange Engineering, who I know a lot of you guys have those axles in your car or the rear drive or something like that. And the yellow hallway booth 4521.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Thousand Dent Demon. 30 years of firefighting. That's pretty awesome.
Man. Yeah. Thank you very much for what you do. That's not something I could do for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is our Molly Motorsports segment. Talked to Scott Klontz today for a good while about 2026 stuff. Man, they've got some big stuff planned for all of the drag and drive community. Plus, I mean, regular racing as well. And he's like, I don't know. It's exciting. I'll just tell you that much. It's really exciting. So make sure you go by their booth, say hi to them, talk to them, see what they got going on, all that kind of cool stuff.
Absolutely. All right. Appreciate everybody here tuning in tonight. We're halfway through the show here. Appreciate all of our race car friends for tuning in. Tons of comments tonight so far, which is awesome. Can't wait to see all of you race car friends that are going to be at PRI. Again, we will be there in 1 week. 1 week from today, we will be walking around, live streaming, riding scooters, all the fun stuff that we do during PRI. And of course, sponsors. We keep saying it, it is the holiday season. If you guys are doing some shopping, need to find gifts for someone, check these guys out. If you need affiliate links, if you need discount codes, we got those. Or if you just need a contact person at one of these companies, reach out. We will get you in contact. Thank you to Summit Racing Equipment, Deechworks, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cam, J-Wire Solution, AFCO Racing Products, Performabuilt Transmissions, Car Chain 3D, Power Tube TV, WAF Racing, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk.
Oh, for sure. Sorry, I was jumping in here to Drag Driver Pete to hit the share button over there so everybody knows we're live. Deechworks, they're a leading manufacturer of high performance fuel system components. They are the official fuel delivery system of Drag Driver Pete here. The DW product line includes fuel injectors, pumps, rails, regulators, filters, lines and fittings, plus pump modules and surge tanks, all engineered to support power levels from 400 to 3,000 horsepower. With a focus on engineering excellence and industry leading customer support, Deechworks continues to drive the future of high performance fueling. Uh, Make sure you're using code DDR when you're ordering stuff over there, deechworks.com. Uh, Everything you could imagine for your fuel system, fuel lines. Well, you heard me list the stuff off. Holler at Mark Campbell. If you don't know him, hit us up. We'll get you in contact with him.
Yeah, so some exciting news here. Deechworks is back as a 2026 sponsor. Appreciate them. They are back in a big way. They're going to be a brand sponsor. So you're going to see them on the apparel. You're going to see them as a show segment, just like this. And they're also going to sponsor the Circuit 2026 Racer Party in Oklahoma, which is going to be awesome. In that email, they talked about all kinds of cool ideas for the racer party, for feeding the racers. Super excited about that. We are going to make that a great night. It's going to be so much fun. Plus, they're going to do giveaways and discounts to all of our race car friends in 2026. So appreciate them at Deechworks for, again, coming on board. So awesome when we were at Mega Week to go stop by and see them. Tour the facility, see those machines that run pumps and injectors for 40 days or something straight.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Again, they are in the Yellow Hall booth 5161. Make sure you go by, say hi, thank them for continuing to support us here, and talk to them about what their fuel components can do to help improve your program as well.
Mm-hmm. I want to talk about this. So, if you guys missed the news on Saturday, you missed a big deal. So, I hope Robert Voss is still in here in the comments. Him and I have talked every day since this weekend. This is craziness. 3,000 plus mile drag and drive. This is really like a cruise across the country. To be honest, in my eyes, this is, as of right now, unsanctioned. This is I hate to use the word cannonball run because it is not. We are not gumball rally running, driving fast across the. I'm not anyway. Some people may, but free entry. It has again broken the internet this week. We've had on Facebook, we've had more than 50,000 views on the video. On YouTube, we've had like 70,000 views. I think talking about. I feel like this, like 2026 is a huge deal. People are they're going to be out and about all over. My plan, and whatever anybody else does, that's their thing. Or the racer party is in New York, and there's a racer party in Modesto, California. Whatever you do between those two locations is your own idea. Okay. That's whatever you want to do. But I am hitting a northern route to Springfield, Illinois, and then hitting Route 66. And then I'm following Route 66 from Springfield, Illinois to Los Angeles, California, to the Portofino down there, and wherever Route 66 ends. And then I'm going to the Portofino and then on up to Modesto. This is This is going to be one of the craziest adventures ever. One cool thing is you have to stop at 4 different racetracks and make at least a pass at each one, but you have to have 6 passes total by the time you get to Modesto.
So if you're going that direction, have you ever been to the start of Route 66 in Chicago?
No, no,
I
I
mean,
need
it's going to be it would be really tough not to at least go by there and drive down because you're going to be able to say that you hit the whole thing.
this may be the name, the
The
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. Mm.
That's a good
I
one.
feel like we got to be careful. There's probably some some copyright around that one already,
What?
but
Around Dragon Ball? No way. It's,
but I do dig it.
yeah, no letter afterwards. We're fine. So yeah, Buckeye Skips here. We'll start that Monday. Um, I will not be in Ohio on Monday. I'll say that much only. Danny Fatca asking quarter mile tracks only. No, it's going to be eighth mile only passes that are required. So yeah, copyright. That's for sure.
But yeah, if you're going that direction, I would highly suggest hitting Chicago. And honestly, there's not a whole lot from Chicago until you get down to the middle. So I mean, you could just jump on 66 and cruise for a while. Then you get to the parts where you start to see cool stuff on the side of the road, and that's really where you get distracted, though.
Well, and that's my thought, right? So to do it and do it right, I think that's why I'm going to skip Chicago. That's what I'm going to hit because you can come through Indy, you can do that, you can hit the Summit Racing headquarters in Talmadge, Ohio, and then creep down to Springfield, Illinois, cruise down that way. I see Rodney Reeves here saying Flying H. I wouldn't hit Flying H; it's too far out of the way. But Ozark, Mocan, Tulsa, and Oklahoma City, that's kind of on the right. It's like right on the road. So that may be kind of what I have in mind, to be honest with you guys. The struggle is going to be that we're not going to rent tracks. We're not going to have like this isn't something like a normal drag and drive in that way. So you have to plan ahead, right? So if we can get a track to say host a test and tune night that night, then that's the way we'll be able to go around it, you know? So that's my only thought about that is like now you're trying to plan because we're leaving on Saturday. So can I hit one or two tracks in Pennsylvania, Ohio? I see your wife dropped a follow dot in here. She's like, "Are we driving across country in the convertible?" Rachel, come on, let's go. Come on, come with us. It'll be fun. So I think if you hit Pennsylvania, Ohio, you can get a track in there somewhere, get one or two passes knocked out there. Then we get towards like Mocan and Tulsa, but they're going to have to be open already because you really need to be hitting those Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. And then, because you've got another 2 hard days, maybe 3 hard days after Oklahoma to get to the coast and then get up to Modesto. LA to Modesto is almost 300 miles.
Yeah,
So
it's going to be, and I've driven from LA out, and it is brutal depending on what time you go through there.
yeah, I'm not excited about going to the Portofino, but it's part of it, man. By that point, the car will be so sorted, it won't matter. Like it'll be a street car with, yeah, I don't know how far it is from here to New York, but it's got to be 1,500 miles, 1,400 miles. By the time I get home, that'll be 5 or 6 or 7,000 miles. She says we are not. Oh well, okay. Maybe Eric will. Maybe we just fly Eric out. We trailer his car out, and then he flies out, and then run from New York to Chicago. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're looking at here too. Is like,
yeah, we talked about this a little bit. It's just
yeah,
even if a lot of people can't do New York to LA, there's so much that's going to be covered in between. Whenever they come somewhat near you, jump in your car, cruise along, for the day or through your state or however you want to do it and just hang out with people. They're going to be making stops along the way. I think that's what's going to be really cool about this event is just the overall camaraderie of people that are in the event and people that are just coming to hang out along the event. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Yeah, and definitely having the time. I think Robert Voss says LA at midnight and Modesto by 5 a.m. Listen, if I'm my plan is to use every minute possible and see as many sites as I can.
That's going to be the hard part too. Like there is so much from, you know, not Chicago, but you start going down like Springfield to
Hmm.
LA. There's so much stuff that you can see.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to not get distracted because you still got to make passes in there. So
Yeah.
like, how do you manage your time? Because you want to sightsee, you got to make passes. Plus, you still got to make progress across the country.
Yeah, yeah. There. I may not be able to go to the Portofino and just go straight to Modesto. Yeah, who knows? Like, I mean, that's I can't wait to do this. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. The plan currently is to do it in the old truck, simply because my grandfather has been. He was in that truck in those two locations. He had been in the truck in New York. He had been in that truck in LA. So now, if I can go back and do it, man, I think that would just be so cool.
Yeah. Um, do you need a spare engine to go with you?
I may take one, just in case, but it's a stock bottom in LS. It'll be fine.
Yeah, depending how many burnouts you do along the way.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And passes, it's only made one pass since being retuned, and it blew it up since then. So, anyways, I'm excited about that. Thank you to Robert Voss for bringing this in. If you guys have questions, that's who you probably really need to talk to be honest. We're going to probably build out an event on Drag Driver Pete and kind of bring it in that way so we can have one place for updates. But this is really his brainchild. It's his baby, and he is working hard at it to make it one of the funnest events that we'll have ever competed in and just cruised in. So it's going to be a great time. So again, if you haven't seen that, go back to the news from 11/30/2025 and watch that again. It's during the AFCO Racing Products segment. So thanks again to Deechworks. I can't wait to hang out with those guys. We're going to have a ton of fun with them at PRI and, of course, all of next year because they've got a ton of stuff planned for everything. And again, code DDR10 for 10% off your entire order when you use Deechworks.com. All right, run us in this last bit, man.
Yeah, Thousand Dent Demon here saying I could probably have the Duster V8 swapped by then. Bring it on.
Yeah.
All right. Performa-Built Transmissions is the official transmission builder of Drag Drive Repeat. At Performa-Built Transmissions, their goal is to engineer and build the toughest transmissions on the planet. Performa-Built doesn't just rebuild transmissions, they systematically re-engineer each model to eliminate OEM flaws and to achieve the highest levels of performance. That is why they say their transmissions are not just built, they are Performa-Built.
Yep. Love Ryan and the team up there. Some fun stuff, dude. How about this?
Mm.
SML in the Deal Brothers race car, bro. This
How
thing,
good does that look?
they're talking like 1,000 more horsepower and 600 pounds less weight. This
How?
dude, this car held the Super Street, holds the Super Street record. Man, looking at that front setup though, I like surely that's still Super Street legal. We'll have to ask them. They are going to be at the booth at some point during the weekend. I need to get that locked in tomorrow. Um, this thing's gonna be nuts, man. They're
Dude,
talking like 3,500 horsepower.
that is insane.
It's so gorgeous, man. Look at how nice that looks.
Yeah, look at the turbo placements too.
Yeah, just perfection, man. And it's really sad what happened to that car. We're so glad that nothing happened to David and he wasn't hurt in any way at the wreck at Drag Week. I mean, it's crazy to think how fast they went on that setup. They'd been in deep into the sixes with it, and now, I mean, dang, like we're going to see way deeper. Like 680s. Now we're going to see. They're talking like 640 type stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring it on. And these guys, if you're not following Deal Brothers Racing, there's something wrong with you. They helped set up the Boostmaster for radials. They put all the final touches on the better half Camaro of Steve Morris's. I mean, like these guys are next level builders, and I think this car is going to show it now that they, have that opportunity to really go down and build it. So it'll be interesting. These guys, they don't know quit, and they work on a different timetable than I think anybody else does. I think they have 40 hours in a single day, where everybody else just has 24. These guys get stuff done in a level that you can't understand. So maybe we'll see this car at PRI. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm just looking at zooming in on those pictures and
Hmm.
trying to see. I need to redo the turbo mounts on mine, and I love how they just have those sitting there. It's just
Yeah.
giving me ideas.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, those guys have they're just awesome. Tell us what's going on with this dude.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about this on Saturday, but Nick Taylor obviously drives the red, white, and blue third gen Camaro. He is in Bradenton running a pro mod this week. So you can see the picture there for those watching live on the right. Black, I think it's a Camaro, right?
Um,
Oh, that is, yeah, with the
it's
green
just
stripe
a
on it.
Firebird. It may be a Firebird body, actually, to
Okay.
be honest with you. Yep.
But big blower out the top of it. And
Mhm.
I think this is his first time driving something like this. And this is going to be super exciting for him. Obviously, he's plenty talented enough to be able to handle this, but it's going to be a tough field to try to get into.
Well, and what's wild to me is like this car belongs to a guy named Pete Norton. Pete debuted this car with us at the Funny Car Nationals with Midwest Drag Race Series, and Nick Taylor is on and driving this car this week. I don't know if they're just shakedown testing stuff like that, but so Nick Taylor has that, and then also Pete Norton was featured in the Winter Series, um, things like this with our picture from Drag Illustrated. So I don't know if maybe Pete's bought a second car. I don't know if they're both in the same car and Nick's doing shakedown runs, and then we'll try and qualify, and they'll both be in the same car. But man, that'd be tough, a tough turnaround in the same round. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm really excited for Nick. We've known him for a long time. Met him on, I think it was Race Week 2.0, 2021, when they drove straight from Drag Week through Indiana, through head gaskets in the Mustang, and then came out to Rocky Mountain Race or to Race Week 2.0. I think that was 2020. Met him then, and dude, crazy. This dude is a crazy man. Um, oh, Thousand Dent here says Norton is in a different car. Wow. Interesting.
Interesting.
That's pretty exciting because look,
It has a flat hood, which means
yeah,
there ain't
there's
no blower sticking out of it.
yeah, so if he's in that, then that means he's probably in a turbo or a pro charger car. That's pretty interesting. Cool. Well, I'll have to look that up. I don't think I heard Pete Norton make a pass today when I was watching the NC Pro Modder live stream, but I know Nick posted up that his pass on what's today, Wednesday, his pass on Tuesday, and it looked great. I mean, if anybody can cut a light in a car, it's Nick. And if anybody can drive a car, it's Nick because he's done so much stuff with everything that he's got, over the years that he's done and everything. Man, this is a big deal. We're seeing so many. It's hard to say grow up. People grow up, but dude, think about that. I mean, this guy was like street racing and um, YouTube channel. Now he's like building products and Tommy Dupree, great point here. Another awesome brand, Nikki Bobby Inc. NBI. They're with all the long travel stuff on summitracing.com and on nickybobby.com. It's just really cool, man, to see guys that we followed for a long time. I mean, 5 or 6 years now, we followed him, and here we are. They've been on the podcast, they've told stories, and to now be sitting in I mean, some of these pro mods are $500,000. Like
Right.
this isn't something that's this isn't a 10-second streetcar that's been given to him to go out and make passes in. It's a big deal. So good luck to Nick this week, man. I can't wait, and I'm sure we'll see him next week at PRI, and we'll get some stories and all that kind of cool stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And then one of the biggest stories that's probably progressing in all of Facebook right now, as we speak, literally, BTR has been sold. This is there's a group of us, a small chat group that this was going off earlier. I had to take Facebook off of my computer screen because it was just nonstop, right? This is a big deal within the community. So you guys have heard Doug Doug Cook talk about private equity and all that kind of stuff. So I have some more research to do, but essentially Brian Tooley Racing has been acquired by Burnout Brands, a private equity firm that owns other performance brands, Monster Transmissions, some kind of other performance, like two or three other performance companies. Um, it really has sparked a ton of controversy just in the last 2 or 3 hours before we even started this. So I can only imagine what it's doing now. It's probably blowing up like crazy. Michael Tooley replied in a comment, said that we aren't going anywhere, guys, because that was the first thing. When do you close? Do we need to buy parts now? He said, we're not going anywhere. We're building an 83,000 square foot building for incoming growth and new products. He said, Brian will remain president of the company and will spearhead product development. It's all in-house production will remain. So I thought that was pretty cool for those guys. I mean, those guys are in there making those comments instead of hiding somewhere, which is always a huge win.
Yeah, and then Brian Tooley himself was commenting. He said to answer one question, the employees owned over 90% of the stock in BTR. We just helped 70 people someday retire, which is pretty awesome. Oh, and I'm still president.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So obviously, you begin putting feelers out and talking to people and stuff like that. And one of the folks we talked to said that it was a vote by the employees, and the majority voted to sell. So that, who knows? I mean, that's Brian didn't make that decision. It was a group of 70 people, sounds like, voting on that to make that decision. And the person we talked to also corroborated the stories above that Brian's still going to be in charge. What's interesting to me is like how this lines up with, like, because what Doug Cook talks about all the time is penny loafer folks, right? And everybody knows, like, that's not what we need in race cars and drag and drive and all that kind of, and drag racing, is some folks that are just pinching pennies and looking at numbers. So of course, in the 8 minutes before the show or 10 minutes before the show, I was digging around to find out, like, this company is, this PE firm, who their owners are, all the stuff that's in there. Some of those dudes do look a little penny loafery style. Like, one of those guys has a house somewhere on a beach that where other rich people hang out. I'm telling you, I can just feel it. But there are folks that have worked in the automotive industry, as far as like C-level, chairman or vice president type stuff at other big companies like Advanced Auto Parts. Some of the other, I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I'm going to do some more research tomorrow and put out an article, because what's interesting to me is when you have a company like BTR, like, that's not just a it's not just a manufacturer of stuff, right? Like, that's not some company that's turning out 12,000 ball joints or 12,000 control arms, or uh, you know, I don't know what, all the little normal shit that it's just a simple manufacturing company. Like, BTR isn't that, in my opinion. Now, I mean, they're a manufacturer. Obviously, they're putting 83,000 square feet of stuff out, but like, when you have a company that, or a PE firm, I guess, go in and look at a company like this, like, what's their plan? What's their goal? Like, can they take the other companies that they work with, that they own, and can they team all of that up to make everything better? Now, when you say that, that immediately makes me think, okay, well, that means people are getting cut because they're going to have some efficiencies in there. Like, for four companies, you don't necessarily need four office managers.
Right.
Maybe you just need two. And again, that is when people get let go and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. I'm ready to see how this plays out, because we know Doug Cook is going to have a field day with this. Sadly, that's what's going to happen. But I would like to know, and I'll dig deeper again. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time on this tomorrow, just because I'm interested in it, to see who in the overall PE company. I think it's like Hidden Acres or some shit like that, that own this. I'm gonna go in and see, because there's a guy. I mean, obviously, in the 12 seconds I looked, this guy right here. Hang on, I put it in here. Phil Cushman. Like, I mean, he was the president at NEPCO, which is New England Auto Parts, New England Auto Products Company. He was a C-level position at Kurt Group, which does all the hitches and stuff like that. Like, I don't think, and maybe it's just this level of folks that work in the group, but like, GM has a performance line. Like, maybe there's a bunch of car people that are working over here. I don't know. I do like that Brian Tooley is still going to be in charge. That helps a lot. And based on what we've seen, everybody's staying in place for right now. So who knows? I don't know. I hope this is good. I just know that they're fixing to get drug hard. So
As long as they don't get rid of the better call Paul.
yeah, better call
Gotta keep
Paul.
the slogan.
And hey, listen, Holly Rops works there. You know, she's got the Artemis drag and drive car. They did 3 events this year. Hey, we don't need anything going on with them people. I'll drive a truck right through the front door of that place. So good luck to everybody at BTR. I hope this is a good thing. You know, I know he's going to have a ton of backlash on this, but again, it goes back. This was voted on by the people in the company. This was voted on by the employees. In 2018, he sold it to the employees. They owned 90% of the company, and they voted to sell it. So it just, hey, that's the way it goes. Maybe everybody got a check. You know, so I don't know. Pretty interesting. I know we don't typically talk about this kind of stuff on Drag Drive Repeat, but obviously a company that's so involved with drag and drive around the country. I mean, there's tons and tons and tons of people that run BTR stuff. They support different brands and events around the world with with their brand. So I don't know. Fingers crossed, man. We want to see you stay.
Yes, sir.
If I gotta go find Phil Cushman, come on, bro. We gotta get some race car stuff in there.
Yeah. Meet me at a Waffle House.
Yeah. Hey, listen. If anybody in that company has been to a Waffle House, they're my people. Thanks again to Ryan for all the support he's given us this year. I love that dude. If you guys aren't following Performer Built Transmissions on YouTube, what are you doing with your life? You would know how to rebuild transmissions if you watched his stuff. There's a school. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. There's a school that uses his YouTube videos as curriculum for performance builds and transmissions. Like, get it right, man. Come on. The quickest 4L60 in the world's gone 780s. 4L60, bro. Come on. Get out of here. All right, man. Lead us out.
All right. Well, we're a little early tonight, but we've got a lot of PRI prep to do. So being that this is our pre-PRI show, we're gonna wrap this up a little bit early so we can finish our PRI prep. Again, appreciate everybody in the comments tonight. We had a ton of comments tonight. It was very, very good. Lots of people chatting with each other in there, making comments to us. I love it. Again, thank you, you guys. You guys are our race car friends. If you guys weren't out there doing events like Raj doing 4 events this year, we wouldn't have stuff to talk about. So again, we appreciate each and every one of you. And I said it earlier, I can't wait to see all of our race car friends at PRI here in 1 week from tonight. And again, our sponsors, they make all this possible. Obviously, we wouldn't even be able to put on Drag and Drive Awards at PRI if it wasn't for Summit Racing. We wouldn't be able to have a booth there. We wouldn't be able to do all the things we did, attending all the events we attended, taking all the photos that we did, everything we do. Again, between our race car friends and our sponsors, that's what makes all this possible. So again, if you guys are doing any shopping, please check out these companies. If you need any contacts or anything, let us know. But again, thank you to Summit Racing Equipment, Deechworks, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cam, J-Wire Solution, AFCO Racing Products, Performer Built Transmission, Car Chains 3D, Power Tube TV, WAF Racing, Sweet Patina, and Racing Junk. Are we having a show on this weekend prior to PRI?
Probably Sunday. We've got a cheer competition on Saturday, and I've got just a ton of stuff lined up with the family after that because we'll be gone for almost a week. So probably Sunday morning for a little bit, 30, 40 minutes, just kind of giving everybody a rundown of where all of our friends are going to be, all that stuff. And then also teasing, what we're dropping at PRI 2025 at the end of the Drag and Drive Awards show.
Yeah, we still have stuff that's going to be surprises. We still got some surprises.
Going to the next level, dude. I can't wait. I'm excited. We'll see all you guys very soon.
Yep, we'll see you this weekend right before we head to PRI.
Sweet.